Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode of God Concepts. My name is Mr. Pagan. How you all doing this afternoon? Um, this is not going to be a long, drawn out episode or anything like that. It's just letting you know where I'm at and what I'm doing. Recently, I uploaded a few commercials for my book and the music video House of Cards. The music video for House of Cards is finally going to be streaming on more platforms. I hope I don't eat those words because it's like, dealing with new companies, trying to get things done is always different. You know what I mean? There's always something that comes about that you don't know about, especially in, where I'm at with mine. But recently I also started a GoFundMe for what I'm doing in Philadelphia, for what's been going on in Philadelphia with me personally. Um, Personally, I can't speak on a lot of other people's situations and what they've been going through, but I know what I've been going through has been a really rough road, and I just want to relocate me and my family. I really want to get to a better place, to a place where I feel like I could live my life and just be comfortable and more free to do and express myself the way I want to do and express myself. Even far as gaining new employment, you know what I mean? Working through exactly what I'm doing while I'm doing my entrepreneurship thing at the same time. Because I'm going to continue doing my books. I'm going to continue doing my podcast. I'm going to continue doing music. But I just need to be in a better state, in a state all around, figuratively and literally, and geographically too. You know what I mean? I need to be in a better state of mind. And the only way I could be in a state of peace, in a better state of mind, in a better state of being and living is not going to be where I'm currently at. You know what I mean? So I started to GoFundMe to reach out to people. You know what I mean? When I originally started this podcast, I had to go back to episode one to see exactly when that was. But I started that podcast not just for spreading motivation and inspiration, and giving my point of view on different things. I started that podcast because at the time I was going through a lot in my personal life and I needed an outlet. You know what I mean? So, adjacent to making music and writing books, I also started this podcast. A lot has happened in my life since then. A lot been transpiring in my life before then, and I never knew about it. You know what I mean? I never knew what was going to happen, what goes down. I mean, none of us can tell the future, and none of us can tell the plans that someone got, that someone's thinking about behind your back, whether that be good or bad. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like surprises, personally. But yeah, man, it's just, I just want to let you all know that I'm doing that I'm still on the move, I'm still on the go. I still got motion. You know what I mean? I'm still striving to do better and do bigger things. But at the same time, with this situation that's been going on, lingering over top of my head, and me knowing the things that I know, it's hard for me to really move forward here in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? And I love Philly. Philly has always been my home. You know what I mean? I was born and raised in Philadelphia and don't understand why I'm not getting any assistance or anything from Philadelphia, from the people in the state appointed officers, all the way down to friends, family, and community. You know what I mean? And I've been reaching out to everyone. You know what I mean? Not just by giving them a phone call, because a lot of people I might not have their phone number, not just by text messaging or anything. I put my messages out there to the world, you know what I mean, on social media, on all different platforms, on my podcast. And in the light of it all, I still try to keep everything that I'm doing positive. I try to keep everything that I'm doing on the up and up because you know, you could do wrong to me a lot, you know what I mean? And I've been done wrong a lot, and I'm not no angel. I'm not saying that I never did wrong to nobody, but I try not to. You know what I mean? That's doing wrong to somebody is not something that I ever intend to do to anybody. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like someone's always intentionally doing some fuck shit to my life. or in my life, you know what I mean, that affects my life. And, you know, they don't give a fuck whether you got children in the mix of that or not. You know what I mean? People really don't care about your situation and what you're going through. You know what I mean? I just celebrated a birthday yesterday. You know what I mean? I turned 38. This was my first birthday that I celebrated since my grandmother's passing. You know what I mean? The first birthday I had since my grandmother's passing. And I really don't celebrate birthdays because it seems like something always happening bad around my birthday. You know what I mean? Something always going on. Something's always fucking up my birthday. Plus, it's like, I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck do I gotta celebrate a birthday for? I'm not one of them type of people that's gonna go out, get drinks and all that shit on their birthday and all that, try to get shitty and all that. I don't do that. You know, I prefer to just stay to myself, surrounded with my loved ones or whatever. If you reach out to me for my birthday, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate, you know what I mean, your happy birthday wishes or whatever. But other than that, the only thing that I really want is resolution. You know what I mean? I want justice for this, for the things that I've been put through in my life. You know what I mean? Um, no one will volunteer to go through this type of shit. You know what I mean? I don't volunteer to go through hard times in my life. No one volunteers to go through hard times in their life, but hard times happen. You know, and when hard times happen, you really see who's in your corner and who's there for you when tough times happen. And in my case, nobody's been there for me. You know what I mean? In my case, nobody's been there for me. Even the small help that I do get is done in a very spiteful way. You know what I mean? And I don't want to talk too much about that type of stuff because that's going off of topic. But you know what I mean? What I realize is it's like I'm going through this situation, right? That I've been placed in, right? Because of who I am or what I like to do or what my hobbies may be, or maybe, yeah, basically. And it's like when you see somebody going through something and you have ties to that person, connections to that person, where, you know what I mean, it for the betterment of your family that I'm related to, you can help me out, and you don't. That means that you're pretty much part of the problem. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people that I believe are a part of this problem that I'm having. But I digress. I don't want to keep talking about or say no names or talk too much about exactly what I believe is going on. I do that throughout the whole um, course of this podcast. You know what I mean? I just tie certain things together and it just don't add up, man. So with that being said, man, if anybody want to go and donate to my GoFundMe, it's there. You know what I mean? I post it all on social media. I put it everywhere because I'm not the type of person to like asking for help. I mean, really, I'd rather go get a job, you know what I mean, which I've been looking for, and so far, no good. So far, I haven't found anything. It's still jobs that I applied for that's lined up, and I'm waiting for callbacks and things like that. Not only that, I don't want to work in Philadelphia, so I'm trying to get out of Philadelphia. So I've been applying for jobs in Philadelphia to get me by while I'm here, and for jobs outside of Philadelphia where I want to be, where I want to eventually live at. Um, Not only that, I've been writing my books, I've been doing music, I've been doing this podcast, I've been doing game streams, and I've been writing letters to whatever offices and making calls to whatever offices and emails and things like that. So it's not like I'm doing nothing. It's just so much that I have to do. This fight that I'm fighting is beyond me, as Haha Davis would say. You know what I mean? It's beyond me, and it's one that, you know, shit, I didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on me. You know what I mean? Like Malcolm X said, this problem, I didn't choose it. This problem came to me. You know what I mean? These situations and circumstances that happened in my life came to me. You know what I mean? We can't help our we can't help who we're related to. We can't help who our family are. You know what I mean? The best thing we could do is, you know, do the best we can. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can. You know, it is what it is at this point, man. You know, I wanted to put this episode out there. You know I don't got a large following. I don't got, millions of viewers or thousands of viewers for that matter. It's a few hundred of y'all. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you dearly. But the more people I reach, the more my podcasts get out there, the more my music get out there, the more my books get out there, the better off my situation becomes. So there you go. You know, this GoFundMe is not to fund my personal projects in any type of way. This GoFundMe is for me to be able to relocate with my family. That's it. You know what I mean? With my children. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not trying to, you know, get over on anybody. And like I said, I really hate asking for anything. You know what I mean? I've always been a person to have my own. In fact, I've always been a person to help out others. That's why I don't understand when it's time for me to look around to see who can help me, there's nobody there. That's just the sad truth of it. Even though I help anybody out, with a helping hand, with a helping word, with, if I had it, finance at any time and things like that, I always reached out to help people. And, this situation showed me that the people you help out, the people you look out for, the people you call family, friends, community, at times they're not together. You know what I mean? And that's one plight of where I grew up at. Because where I grew up at, you know, is dog eat dog. You know what I mean? And you think that people gonna be there for you, but really they just there to see what they can get from you. It's fucked up, but that's how it is where I'm from. Um, at this point, you know, I'm looking for a new home. I'm looking for a place where I'm looking to go to a place where it's reciprocity. If I help you, you help me, and things like that. That's it, man. This is a very short. I don't even want to call it an episode. It's just a God Concept spot. I'm gonna call it God Concept Podcast, but yeah, this is basically for the GoFundMe that I started because I'm trying to get. I got to get to a better place. You know what I mean? Everything is upside down. Everything is upside down. Um, you know, wish me well. Peace.